Hello, Screen Watcher Nation. It is the Screen Watcher here. Unfortunately, I was unable to get out to the theaters this weekend because I was sick, and then I had a great time at Monday Night Raw. So I am going to go ahead and do some reviews of movies from the past over the next couple of days here. The first one, though, is actually one that came out in theaters this year and was actually a very big blockbuster hit. I bought it on Blu-ray and I just recently rewatched it, so that is why I wanted to go ahead and do a review of Ready Player One. So let's just go ahead and jump on into the cast and crew, and then we'll get into kind of what the movie's about and then how I felt about it. So the main cast is 5 protagonists. You have Ty Sheridan, who plays Parzival. His out-of-world name is Wade. He is known for his role in X-Men Apocalypse. He played Cyclops, which was really cool. Olivia Cook, she played Artemis. In the real world, her name is Samantha. She was in Me, Earl, and the Dying Girl. If you have not seen that movie, terribly sad, but great movie. Wonderful, wonderful film. You have Lena Waithe, who plays H, or Helen. She was a writer on Bones for a long time, hasn't been in a ton of actual acting gigs, but she is in Dear White People. Then you have Philip Zhao. This was his first role. He plays Sho in the movie here. And then you have Win Morisaki. He plays Daito, and he's known for some Eastern films, Kamen Rider W and A Yell from Heaven. Then you also have some other characters, pretty main characters, and some big named actors in the movie as well. You have Ben Mendelsohn, who plays Sorrento. He played Admiral Krennic in Rogue One. He was also in The Dark Knight Rises, so that was a good get for them. Simon Pegg plays Ogden Morrow, who was the co-creator of this virtual world. He obviously has been in a ton of movies like Hot Fuzz, Shaun of the Dead, the Star Trek trilogy, and eventually the 4th one, which we're looking forward to. And then you have Mark Rylance, who played Halliday. He is the creator of the universe called the Oasis that everybody goes and plays this game in. He was in Dunkirk and did some voice acting on the BFG, a couple of other things as well. And then TJ Miller is who I'm going to round out the cast with. He plays I-Rock. You would know him from the Deadpool movies, Big Hero 6 he did some voice acting in as well. So to jump into the basic idea of the movie is we're in the not too distant futures, in the 2020s, and there are so many people playing this massive multiplayer online game called the Oasis that people pretty much stay in it almost all the time. It's virtual reality. You're running on a multi-directional treadmill, almost like a hamster ball kind of thing idea. And you can buy equipment in the real world so you can feel what your avatar in the game is feeling all throughout your body. So if you're shooting, you can feel the bullets hit you. I don't know why you would want that, but you can. If you're doing other things, then you can feel that as well, I suppose, which that one I could, I guess, understand. And with the way that our society works, obviously, gaming is a huge, huge part of our culture. Whether you're from the United States, China, whoever you are, gaming is a big thing. ESPN is picking up esports more and more often. So it's not a big jump, in my mind to go and see us getting to this level of really diving into this virtual reality world. Now, what happens in the movie is Halliday, which again was played by Mark Rylance, he passes away, and he leaves an Easter egg in the game. Now, Easter eggs are kind of allusions to other things that are left behind in movies, books, video games, pretty much anything. If you've actually slowed down Star Trek enough, you can actually see R2-D2 flying by in the very first one. That's like a little Easter egg. Little things like at the end of Marvel movies, or little things. Actually, some of the best ones are Pixar. When you see the Easter eggs of the other characters from the other Pixar movies in the new world, those are great examples of Easter eggs. But Halliday leaves a challenge Easter egg. It's a set of 3 keys where you have to find the challenge and beat it, but if you get all 3 keys, you now own the Oasis and his controlling shares in the company. So you pretty much become a trillionaire overnight. So obviously, not only does a lot of people get involved trying to go and find these keys, but the competitors try to get involved in it, which I thought was a great twist in the idea. You see it all in the trailers about how, you know, you have people who are called gunters. They hunt for the eggs. Gun hunters, egg hunters. They went with Gunter. Thought it was kind of a silly name, but whatever. But you have these people who are playing the game for the purity of it versus this corporate world who just wants to take over their competitor and turn it into a bunch of ads and things like that. So that's the basic outline of the movie, is going to find these keys, unlocking it, and trying to, you know, beat the bad guys to those keys and win the challenges. The pros and cons of the movie. It's a little bit long at times. There are a ton of pop culture references, which is both a pro and a con. It was really, really fun to see how many pop culture references they could get in there, because I knew about 99% of them, because I'm a nerd. Obviously, I'm talking to you about movies on YouTube, and I'm also a gamer, and I also used to like read comic books and stuff. But yeah, so I knew a lot of the pop cultural references, but sometimes there were so many of them being shoved at you at once that it kind of blurred what was really going on in the situation, and you're looking for other Easter eggs within this movie. So that's kind of a pro-con. I thought the storyline was really, really good. It was really intriguing. It's a Steven Spielberg directed movie, so you know it's not gonna suck. It's pretty solid. But I would say if you've ever played a massive multiplayer online game, you should see it. If you played arcade games through the 60s, 70s, 80s, 90s, and games today, you'll see references and you'll get a kick out of it, and it's entertaining enough. There's a lot of other parts of the game, or of the movie, almost said game because it feels like a game. There's other parts of the movie that are well done. You know, the acting is good. The writing is pretty decent. There's some sluggish stuff in there, but there always is. But really, really solid movie. I enjoyed it. I bought it on Blu-ray. I would suggest you do the same just for the quality of the visuals. Very, very great graphics all the way through. I liked the moral story at the end of it as well. I'm not going to tell you what it is, but I liked the moral story. Usually in a video game type movie, you're not going to get a moral story, so I thought that was a good idea. So yeah, that's my take on Ready Player One. I really enjoyed it. I bought it. It's 2 thumbs up from this guy here. But that's just this one guy's opinion. You guys have your own opinions. I would love to hear them. Go ahead and write in the comments down below. If you've seen Ready Player One, let me know how you felt and tell me why. I'd love to get the chit-chat going back and forth. I'll also post the video over to Facebook, which we are now over 300 followers in the Screen Watcher Nation on the Facebook channel. I need to get you all to come over and subscribe to the YouTube channel too, because that's going to help me out a ton. But I just love the support. I just did a 200 wow, can't believe it video 2 or 3 days ago, and I'm already over 300. You guys are blowing my mind. So I want to keep putting out content for y'all, whether I am still a little hoarse from being sick and yelling at wrestlers. Again, nerd. But this is the Screen Watcher. That was my Ready Player One review. Hopefully your popcorn is always fresh, and hopefully you enjoy your day at the cinema. Bye, guys.